Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Gordon Hunt, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to our graduation ceremony in this magnificent setting of the Thomas Coates Memorial Church. This is a very special occasion. We know you're going to have a fantastic time today, and I'm here to give you an idea of how the ceremony will work. We'll ask you to stand as the processions enter. Our staff enter first, followed by members of the Senate and Court, and the final procession is the Chancellor's party, led by the Bidellis carrying the University Mace. We all sit when they have taken their seats at the front of the platform. After the graduation address, given today by the Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Craig Mahoney, we will be presenting Alistair Malloy for an honorary degree, and after that, the graduands will be brought forward to receive their awards. Each graduand will be called by name by the Dean of their school. We invite everyone to applaud each one as they come onto the platform. They will then be capped, that's a wee doff on the head, by the Chancellor, and hooded by the Bidellis, and collect their certificate parchment from the registrar as they leave the platform. You'll all have someone special that you're here to support, but all our graduands are special, so please give enthusiastic applause for each and every graduand as they come onto the platform. We do ask, however, that we do this just once for each of them as they come up to be capped, so we can all hear the name of the next graduand being called. When the last graduate has left the stage, there will be a response by the honorary graduate on behalf of all those receiving awards, followed by a few closing remarks by the Chancellor. The platform party will then leave the stage and exit the hall, followed by the graduates. Please stand when the platform party stands, and remain standing until all the graduates have left the church. After the ceremony, we would like to welcome you all to our graduation reception in the Brough Hall at the campus. Should you need any assistance during the ceremony, please make yourself known to one of our marshals in the purple gowns in the aisles or at the back of the church. You'll be pleased to hear that there are no fire drills planned for today, but in the extremely unlikely event that we need to evacuate the church, a message will be read from the platform, and our marshals will assist in getting everyone out quickly and calmly. So, have your cameras ready and your mobile phones on silent, please, and we will begin at 2:30. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to this great day of celebration and joy. And although this is a church of some solemnity, I hope it will not in any way make you feel inhibited from expressing your joy and your great pride in your achievements as loudly as you possibly can. For those of you who are here this morning, I hope again that you will allow your family and friends to actually focus on you when you come up to be capped by me. I'm not going to bite you, and they would not want to see a blur for their photographs, so make sure you savour this moment because you've worked so hard for it and you deserve it, and have a wonderful time. I declare this academic assembly for the award of academic distinction to be in session.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, but most importantly, graduands. My name is Craig Mahoney, and it's my pleasure as Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University to welcome everyone to this beautiful venue to join the celebrations of our graduation ceremony for the UWS class of 2017. Graduation is a special day in the university calendar, but it's a more important day in your lives. Students are the lifeblood of our university, and it's a privilege and an honour for my colleagues and I to share this day with your families and friends. In this year, when we're celebrating 120 years since our foundation, 25 years with a university title, 10 years as the University of the West of Scotland, a year when we matriculated a new coat of arms, have risen into the top 5% of universities worldwide, are ranked as one of the best universities under 50 years of age, have been identified as one of the best teaching universities in the UK, established ourselves for a force for good with research achievements in engineering, science, health, culture, education and business, finished in the top 100 universities for sport in the UK, won 2 Herald Scottish Higher Education Awards last week. This is truly an historic time for UWS, and so too for you. As you finish the learning journey you entrusted us to help you complete by graduating today. The university's corporate strategy is called Dream, Believe, Achieve, and I want to tell you about a dream I've had for a very long time. My lasting ambition has been to help educate the world. In the words of the great Nelson Mandela, who said, "Education is the most powerful tool with which you can use to change the world," I've always dreamed that I could help others change the world through their education. My dream was to take UWS higher education to the world, here in Scotland, into London, into parts of Asia, South Africa, the Middle East, and across parts of continental Europe, and anywhere else that the UWS brand would be appreciated. In aspiring to dream, believe, achieve, you, as individuals, represent the future of our world. With your new UWS qualifications, you will now shape society and become leaders of the future. The economy and the planet are depending on you. To emphasise that point, Robert Kennedy, brother of American President JFK, in his Ripple of Hope speech to the students in South Africa in 1966, at the height of apartheid, said, words which are now inscribed on his grave, "Each time a person stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, they send forth a tiny ripple of hope. And crossing each other from a million different centres of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance." Now, I hope your time at UWS has helped you identify what your vision and your dream, believe, achieve journey might look like to change and improve the lives of others. UWS has achieved a lot. We're now delivering UWS higher education all over the world, and we've set in place the opportunity to become one of the largest providers of UK higher education globally. I therefore want to take the opportunity to thank our deans, our academic staff, our university research teachers, recognised teachers, and professional service colleagues, all of whom have worked hard to support you, our wonderful students, to this endpoint today. UWS is part of the UK university system, which educates more than 2.3 million students each year. There are nearly 16,000 students across our 5 campuses at UWS, comprising locally born students, more than 2,000 international students from Europe and 80 countries worldwide, and we are renowned across the UK as a university that widens access better than almost any other university. But now I want to tell you a little story. So imagine a rural setting, some hills, green fields, a stream, two young boys, one dressed in tartan shorts, the other in jeans, running around tending sheep, milking cows, feeding pigs, catching chickens, fishing, trapping rabbits, building tree houses, messing about in swamps, and growing up under the care and guidance of a grandmother whilst their parents worked. I'm talking about Bruce's sons, and I'm one of those sons. As a child, I had no exposure to anyone who'd ever been to university. Education was valued in my household but not understood. Both our parents left school when they were 11 years of age and started work. As a child, I wanted to be a pop star. I really did. As I grew up, I wanted to be the Prime Minister of Australia. And in my late teens, I set about becoming a world-class professional squash player. Now, the first two of those I haven't achieved yet. The third one was realised, and I was a shy child. Having gone to university merely because my older brother had gone, and no longer wearing those tartan shorts, I studied chemistry and maths and became a secondary teacher. But sport continued to attract my attention, and I was interviewed for a post as director of the Tasmanian Institute of Sport. I didn't get it, I came second. I was accepted onto a master's degree at Birmingham University in England, and so began a career shift. In the late 80s, I took a job as a research assistant at Queen's University of Belfast. I completed a PhD whilst there. Then started a leadership climb where I was a lecturer, I became a program leader, I became a head of department, I became a dean of faculty, I became a deputy vice-chancellor, I left the university system to become a chief CEO, and then I came back to this job 4 years ago to be principal and vice-chancellor. Now, this is not about me, and you might be wondering why I'm telling you that story. The point of the story is you have no idea where your journey will take you. I'm 13,000 miles away from where I grew up with no expectation whatsoever that I would live and work in the UK or live and work in Scotland. So be prepared, graduates, be prepared to seize your opportunity because fortune favours the brave. Now, as you bask in the reflected glory of your achievements today, surrounded by family, friends or classmates, take a little time to congratulate yourselves for choosing UWS. In my opinion, one of the most progressive universities anywhere in the world. You probably can't imagine how relieved your family and friends are today too that you've succeeded in completing that degree. So this would be an excellent time to ask them for money. Please don't forget UWS. We are now your alma mater, and you are now part of a special worldwide network of more than 70,000 UWS graduates, our alumni, many of whom have gone to great fame, fortune and achievement in their chosen field. Our UWS Alumni Association will contact you shortly to explain the aspirations of the university and see if you want to be a part of that. However, I encourage all of you to tell the world about UWS and inspire others to follow your example toward this life-changing experience. Like all universities, we have huge ambitions related to teaching, research, global engagement, sustainability and the enhancement of our brand. Our motto, Doctrina Prosperitas, success through learning, linked with our corporate strategy strapline, Dream, Believe, Achieve, beautifully encapsulates why UWS is different to other universities and committed to developing a new 21st century approach to higher education that dares to be different, that places students at the heart of learning and that transforms lives. We will keep developing our curriculum, the pedagogy that underpins its delivery, and build on the range of business and international partnerships that ensure we are work relevant. Our recently approved graduate attributes will help you identify the sorts of skills and abilities that you, as universal, work-ready, successful UWS graduates have, which employers want. We encourage you all to ensure you reference these when applying for jobs or considering the next degree you want to study. By studying at UWS, you haven't just learned about your subject and achieved a qualification, you've also gained so much more that will be of use to you in the future. During your time here, you all contributed to the university community, whether by volunteering, representing fellow students, spending a semester overseas, undertaking work experience or playing sport for the university. you have all left a lasting impact on UWS. Now, I believe that if you use the same willpower that saw you successfully complete your studies at UWS, you can achieve any goals and ambitions you want for the future. Never stop chasing your dreams. Never, ever give up. Everything you've ever acquired of value during your time here at UWS is now locked inside of you. As American leadership expert John Gordon said, small minds can't understand big ideas. Well, as you're all here today successfully graduating, we know that you all have big minds. So go into the world confident of the valuable contribution that you can make. On behalf of my colleagues, I would like to wish everyone a very happy and enjoyable day, and to our graduates, great success, health and happiness for the future. I'm immensely proud of each and every one of you. So make choices, make a difference, have some fun, and you probably won't go far wrong. It's time for you to open the doors and let your dream begin. Thank you.
Chancellor, it is my privilege to present to you for the honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Alistair Malloy. 30 years as Principal Percussion with the BBC Concert Orchestra, working with many of the world's greatest classical musicians, soloist and arranger on the world's largest running live music show, the BBC Proms in the Royal Albert Hall, gala events, performing with Stevie Wonder, Paul McCartney, Annie Lennox, Kylie Minogue, working with many of the greatest film composers, Ennio Morricone, Jerry Goldsmith, Danny Elfman, Craig Armstrong, collaborating regularly with diverse artists such as Bjork, Jarvis Cocker, David Gilmour, 20 years working with Mike Oldfield, beginning with the premiere performance of Tubular Bells 2 at Edinburgh Castle and culminating in the London 2012 Olympic Games opening ceremony. And a leading exponent of the glass harmonica, an instrument invented in the 1760s by Benjamin Franklin, loved by Mozart, and played by Alistair on over 100 film soundtracks, including the BAFTA and Academy Award-winning Gravity. Indeed, it is difficult to do justice to the sheer breadth and depth of Alistair's creativity. As he reflects himself, only his wife Pip really understands the full extent of what he does. It all began here in Paisley, brought up in a musically appreciative household. His dad took piano lessons himself as Alistair learned to play. But it was his dad's best man and Alistair's honorary uncle Bob Weir, chief HMI for music in Scotland, who particularly engaged with him in his early musical career. While Alistair attended Paisley Grammar School, he was the organist and choir master at Victoria Place Baptist Church, now the Central Baptist Church in Lady Lane, and played the organ in Coates Memorial, this very church, on a number of occasions. Alistair says, "I owe Paisley a lot. It's a wonderfully cultural place, full of rich and varied musical styles. He tried it all, jazz bands, rock bands, church music. This eclecticism and musical curiosity undoubtedly drives his career as an artist today." Alistair went on to study at the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama, now the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. Aged 18, he started working as a freelance percussionist with the Scottish National Orchestra and then joined the BBC Scottish Symphony Orchestra, aged 20, leaving a few years later to freelance in London before being appointed as principal percussion with the BBC Concert Orchestra, a position he has held and thoroughly enjoyed for over 30 years. Aside from playing, Alistair has a strong commitment to musical education and can often be found presenting orchestral concerts for schools and families, which he devises and arranges for and sometimes conducts. Alistair has performed in this capacity with most orchestras in the UK and for organisations like Children's Classic Concerts in Scotland. For the last 20 years, Alistair has been responsible for all the school's concerts given by the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra, attended by around 20,000 children annually. These themed concerts have music at their heart, but make wider cross-curricular links. Alistair believes fundamentally that the concerts should not just be about demonstrating the astonishing range of music that a modern symphony orchestra covers, but should also make a connection with other aspects of education and young people's lives. Alistair personally says farewell to his young audiences as they leave, perhaps dressed as a pirate, if that's the theme of the day, high-fiving them as they go back to their schools, full of enthusiasm and stories to tell their parents and the children who will attend the following year. The collective experience, being part of an audience, and their sheer enjoyment of the music really matters to Alistair. Alistair also combines visual presentation and live camera work in his concerts, allowing for better views of the players and instruments. He also devised a way to synchronise a film to a live performance. This art is beautifully represented in a short film on YouTube, where Alistair plays the glass harmonica to fit over the orchestral score for the film Gravity. The otherworldly, intimate sound of the glass harmonica is played to fit the cinematography and works in stark contrast to the drama of the orchestral score. The focus and pace of Alistair's playing draws us into the heads of George Clooney and Sandra Bullock as they float in the vastness of space. The unique sound and expressive possibilities of the instrument has also captivated experimental artists like Bjork, and I believe there is a whole as yet unreleased album of music combining her voice and Alistair's playing when they worked creatively together in the Abbey Road studios. It all started with a performance of Saint-Saëns' Carnival of the Animals at the BBC Proms in the late 1980s. The conductor for this performance, Barry Wordsworth, asked Alistair what he thought a glass harmonica would sound like. Alistair had a series of wine glasses fixed to a frame so that he could find out for himself. It took several hours of preparation and practice to make the wine glasses speak instantly and to achieve some sort of fluency in his playing, but it worked, and he made history with his first ever performance on a glass instrument in the Royal Albert Hall at the Proms. There are only 3 glass harmonicas in the UK, 2 are in museums, and the third is owned and played by Alistair. The original instrument was invented by Benjamin Franklin, and though still played with the fingers, actually consisted of a series of horizontally mounted rotating bowls. Alistair hoped that he would one day find someone who could make such an instrument. Eventually, in 1996, he was told of someone in Germany who made a glass harmonica. He travelled to meet him and commissioned an instrument made to his exact finger span and height, and this is the main instrument he now plays. It would be appropriate to describe Alistair as an artisan musician, someone intimately tied to the making of his instrument and the production of its sound. He loves the opportunity for creative collaboration with fellow artists, but equally relishes the collective discipline of playing within an orchestra, contrasting intensive musical experiences that feed each other and all add up to a musical career that is greater than the sum of its parts. Chancellor, Alistair Molloy is a prolific, highly creative musician, crossing musical boundaries as percussionist, glass harmonica player, programme deviser and presenter, musical arranger and conductor. He is in demand worldwide for his particular skills and regularly works with acclaimed musicians and ensemble in many musical genres. Furthermore, a recent estimate suggests that Alistair has so far introduced the thrill of live orchestral music to well over 500,000 people worldwide. He has been recognised and acclaimed internationally by audiences, peers and critics. Accordingly, I would now present to you, for the award of Honorary Degree of Doctor of the University, Alistair Molloy.
Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Engineering and Computing, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled Corrosion and Biocompatibility, Behaviour of Surface-Modified Nitinol Wire Exposed to Physiological and Biological Solutions, Omawumi Edimosu. And with a thesis entitled Cellular Mechotransduction, Development of a Nano-Vibrational Bioreactor for Cellular Stimulation, Peter Jeffrey Childs. And with a thesis entitled Structure of Neutron-Rich Antimony Nuclei near Tin 132, studied through gamma-ray spectroscopy, James Michael Keatings. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Chemical Engineering with Honours, Sandwich Award, Kirsty Walker. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Chemical Engineering with First Class Honours, and winner of the Institution of Chemical Engineers Book Prize, Paulina Katarzyna Wąsowicz. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Chemical Engineering with First Class Honours, the following students: Oyinkansola Olubunmi Ajayi. Rebecca Ann Johnston. Kirsty Elizabeth Sloan. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Chemical Engineering with Honours, Mohammed Balil Amin. Rachel Crow. Abigail Margaret Allison Dutoy. Connor Finney. Matthew Ian Law. Jordan Rennie. Patricia Isabel Sanchez. Hannah Laurel Swanson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering with First Class Honours, Sandwich Award, winner of the BAM Nuttall Prize and runner-up for the Alistair Duncan Memorial Prize Civil Engineering, Jack Robert Sloss. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering with First Class Honours, Sandwich Award, Jason Sorab Rashid. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering with Honours, Sandwich Award, Banyujan Ruban. Gary John Svillis. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering with First Class Honours, winner of the Court Medal, the Dr. William J.C. Watt Medal, the Institution of Civil Engineers Prize, and the joint winner of the Alistair Duncan Memorial Prize Civil Engineering, Christopher Ross Boyce. And joint winner of the Alistair Duncan Memorial Prize Civil Engineering, Jamie Lockhart. And runner-up for the Alistair Duncan Memorial Prize Civil Engineering, Mohammed Akram. And runner-up for the Alistair Duncan Memorial Prize Civil Engineering, Jack Alexander Broadley. And winner of the Scottish Geotechnics Group Prize, Kevin Berthat. And winner of the Scottish Hydraulics Group Prize, James William Binney. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering with First Class Honours, the following students: Julius Ampere, Ian Loudon, Jamie MacArthur, Connor Paul Riley, And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering with Honours, Callum Andrew Anderson. Stephen John Bowman. John Joseph Clark. Jonathan Dyer. Matthew Duncan Hay. Peter Gerard Hennigan. Peter James Kerr. Robbie Keenan. Taylor Kim. Joseph Lyons. Jordan Ross Matheson. Callan Tony McComb. Sahir Ghani Rehan. Daniel Lloyd Stephen. James Robert Watt. Jonathan Dunsire Wright. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Engineering Management with Honours, Jordan Donald Thomas Morrison. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering with First Class Honours, winner of the Court Medal and the Frederick Barnes Waldron Prize, Craig Stephen Hunter. And the winner of the Institution of Mechanical Engineers Project Prize and runner-up of the Alistair Duncan Memorial Prize Engineering Design, Jigger Verhunt. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering with first-class honours, the following students: Murray Brown, Finbar Ford, Oren Thomas Keenan, Callum James Reed, Antoine Michael Rowland, Daniel Wilkes, and for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering with honours, Jay Cusack, Mark Hanley, Owen Edward Hanley, Christopher Harvey, Rika Kellyman, Cameron John McClung, Michael John O'Kane, Kevin William Richardson, Anthony Ian Moxie Sanford, Kaifa Alexandra Targas, Hamish Dixon White, and for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Product Design and Development with first-class honours and winner of the Court Medal, Nathan Anthony Hazelwood. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Product Design and Development with first-class honours, Celia Lorente Camacho. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Product Design and Development with honours, Stuart Alexander Ferguson. David James Simpson, David Robert Wilson, and for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Computer-Aided Design with first-class honours, and winner of the Court Medal, Callum Watson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Computer-Aided Design with honours, Neil Robert Finney. Omar Karali. Christopher Hugh Reed. Maciej Wieńkowski. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Computer Animation with first-class honours, Rumen Rumenov Hrestov. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering, Mohammed Ibrahim. And finally, for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Lee Stewart Grossier.
Chancellor, on behalf of the School of Science and Sport, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, with a thesis entitled A Framework for Implementing Lean Manufacturing in the Higher Education Sector, Michelle Margaret Keno-Karoklis. And with a thesis entitled Non-Invasive Measures of Stress in Ornamental Fish in Response to Husbandry Practices, Elizabeth Jane Edmonds. And with a thesis entitled Biochemical Evaluation of Potential Enzyme Inhibitors and the Evaluation of their Cytotoxic Effects on Cancer Cells, Aksa Nazir. And with a thesis entitled Characterization of Inflammation and Tissue Remodeling in Osteoarthritis, Par 2 as a Key Modulator, Ana Raquel Callado Ortiz. and with a thesis entitled Angiotensin II Type 1 Receptor Blockade Restores Vascular Dysfunction in a Murine Model of Rheumatoid Arthritis, Moana Marise Gaspar Villaluz. And for the degree of Master of Science, Project Management, with distinction, the following students: Robert Jackson, Greg Leslie Philp, Anthony Lloyd Richardson, and for the degree of Master of Science Project Management, David Graham Humes. Faustina Inyeko Okolo, Mohammed Habibur Rahman, Duhwaraha Rajathelakan, Ifeanyi Samuel Samuel, Abdul Wahab, and for the degree of Master of Science Quality Management, Mariam Zulfikar. And for the Postgraduate Diploma in Project Management, Fidel Mambu Batanga. Yitian Yin. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Biomedical Science with first class honours and winner of the Court Medal and the British Society for Immunology Undergraduate Prize, Tiontor Simaku. And winner of the Institute of Biomedical Science Prize, Cameron John Ritchie. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Biomedical Science with first class honours, the following students: Claire Power, Rachel Simpson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Biomedical Science with honours, Lindsay Ann Doherty. Chloe Stephanie Murray. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Bioscience with honours, Ryan Edward Kidd. Stephanie Mills. Shukri Mohammed. Agnes Monuro. Jennifer Janet Murphy. Anne Royer. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Bioscience and Psychology with honours, Nadine McGregor. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Bioscience and Zoology with first-class honours, and winner of the Court Medal, the Dr. William J.C. Watt Medal and the Royal Society of Biology Prize, Ronnie William Mooney. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Bioscience and Zoology with first-class honours, the following students: Samantha Lauren Blackburn Turner. Nicola Katharina Cassidy. Emily Mora Hardy. Dylan Matthew Harwood. John Howison. Caris Angerhad McCoyd. Emily Margaret Moore. Elizabeth Ann Morrison. Heather Riley. Zoe Sloan. Joe Wyson. Jody Young. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Bioscience and Zoology with honours, Robert Simpson Archibald. Eleanor Louise Ballantyne. Aisha Zuina Benadrouche. Hannah Louise Black. Ryan David Boyce. Sarah Gallagher. Kaylee Jane Hanna. Debbie Henderson. Jack Edward Hind. Hazel Mary MacDonald. Jordan Zoe McKinstry. Kate Morrison. Jordan William Rankin. Emma Schotter. Eva Stronchikite. Kimberly Martha Trussler. Adam Robert Underwood. Carly Wallace. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science with Honours Sandwich Award, Alana Cathcart. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science with First Class Honours, winner of the Court Medal and the inaugural Claire Egan Prize, Kirsty Ann McCallum. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science with First Class Honours, the following students: Christine Ann Hay, Haya Khan, Leanne McMahon, Valeria Semler, Connor Craig Smith, and for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science with Honours, Azam Ali. Stephen Bowie. Sabrina Elsa Juikom Fuhogyu. Donna Marie Hicks. Sadia Islam. Bernadette Kirkwood. Fiona Madsen. Christopher McCourtney. Jade McLeod. Precious Bamiwo Olagbayu. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Chemistry with First Class Honours Sandwich Award and winner of the Ray Denman Memorial Medal, Kathleen Ann Kurimer. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Chemistry with First Class Honours and winner of the Court Medal, Kelly Michelle Muir. And winner of the Ivan L.S. Allen Medal, Melanie Elizabeth McFarlane. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Chemistry with Honours, Alistair Ian Gibb Boyd. Taylor Louise Carral. Suman Hamid. Kieran Kimo Davidson Scobie. Andrew Cameron Shearer. Lisa Amy Winter. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Environmental Health with First Class Honours and winner of the Court Medal, Kerry Johnston Milne. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Environmental Health with First Class Honours, the following students: Esther Greenfield. Rory McGee. Martin David Salisbury. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Environmental Health with Honours, Laura Boyle. Frances Ann Gillies. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Forensic Science with First Class Honours and winner of the Court Medal, Daniel Fisher. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Forensic Science with Honours, Abby Bernadette Gunn. Callum Andrew Lindsay. Mark Smith. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Science with Honours, Gavin Stewart Ferguson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Chemistry, Fiona Davidson. And finally, for the degree of Bachelor of Science Psychology, Carol Megan Irvin.
Chancellor, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I feel very privileged to be here today, not just to receive this unexpected and wonderful honour, but also to share this meaningful occasion with all of you. For you, new graduates, today marks the end of one very significant chapter of your lives, and I am sure that thoughts of the future and the chapters yet to be written are uppermost in your minds. For me, of course, my thoughts are full of the various chapters that are already completed, and many thanks to Anne Gifford for her very detailed insight to the contents of many of them. It is customary when looking back to consider things I wish I'd known back then, and there can be no doubt that had I known, as a teenage Paisley boy with an appalling track record in haircuts, well, it was the 1970s. Had I known even some of the famous musicians that I would end up working closely with, let alone some of the events I would participate in, well, frankly, that would only have made a huge difference to my classroom credibility and my playground posturing. You see, the thing is, you don't know how things are going to turn out. And for me, that is the joy of it all. The fun of the future is in not knowing what lies ahead. The empty pages of the future are a great adventure waiting to be discovered. As a young musician, I suppose I never really worried about the future as long as there was always another gig or concert lined up. Making music with other people was what kept me going, and still is, and I remain fascinated to this day by the many different ways we can communicate as musicians. There came a point when I realized that I could give something back, repay those who had shared their knowledge, skills, and enthusiasm with me by passing on my knowledge, skills, and enthusiasm to others. And through the concerts, which I devise and tour worldwide, I have been able to make a connection with new audiences and share my love of music and performing with them. I am fortunate in that I am able to do something I love for a living, which in itself doesn't make it easy. But what it does make easy is to find the motivation to put in the hard work needed to deliver at the highest level. Every successful musician I have ever worked with in every genre has that love and motivation, as well as the enthusiasm to share their feelings about music. As I have traveled around the world, my accent, which I know many of you here today share, has inevitably led to the question, so, where in Scotland are you from? My answer, Paisley, has often led to the immediate response, you mean like the squiggle? To which I would launch into a concise evaluation of the squiggle as a symbol of Paisley's rich heritage and wider culture connections, which the 2021 City of Culture Bidfolk would be proud of. I owe such a lot to Paisley and the opportunities which were available to me here as a developing musician, and I hope that your experiences here as students have also been rich and fulfilling, and I am sure that we will all follow Paisley's bid to become UK City of Culture in 2021 and hope to share in the Squiggle's success. It gives me particular pleasure and pride that my connection with Paisley has been further strengthened by this award and my new association with the University of the West of Scotland. Reflecting on my life to date, I have reached the conclusion that the major contributing factor in my career has not been talent. It has been encouragement and support. The encouragement and support of many teachers and tutors, mentors and colleagues, and of course, family and friends. And I would like to take this opportunity of publicly thanking all of them from across the years, represented by those with me here today, my dad, my sisters, my wife, my children, and my close friends. Thank you all for your continued encouragement and support. And I trust and I know that all today's graduates will find a moment to thank those who have done the same for them. As we all set off on our future paths and the adventures which lie ahead, remember all of those who have already given you so much and think about how influential they have all been in your journey to this moment today. If you can fill even a small part of your future by passing on your own enthusiasm for what you know and what you do, you will make a significant change in other people's futures. On behalf of all recipients today, I would like to thank everyone here at the University of the West of Scotland, not just for this memorable ceremony and the awards we have received, but for the support and encouragement they have given to all of you in your time here, and for the recognition of your achievements and potential which you hold so proudly in your hands today. Would you please join with me in a round of heartfelt applause to show your appreciation and gratitude to the University of the West of Scotland. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that now concludes this ceremony. And as Dr. Malloy has said, and again I add my congratulations to him for his formidable career and talent. And to all of our wonderful graduates here today, a collective congratulations. But I'm sure you'll be the very first to acknowledge that you didn't get to where you are today without some help, some shoving, some inspiration and motivation from some of the wonderful people who are hidden behind me here on this stage, and perhaps you might acknowledge their assistance to you through that time. They will be your inspiration in years to come. Something that you remember in a class, something in a lecture, when you're in the middle of a problem, will come back to you as it did to me in my career from that class and from that lecturer, and perhaps you'll acknowledge that now today. And of course, it wasn't just the university that got your degree, and indeed, this degree is not just owned by you, as you may think today. In fact, it's owned by all of these people who are here with you, your family, your mothers, your fathers, brothers, grandparents, family who have supported you and loved you to the point where you are today. And that will continue when you go off now into your wonderful careers. They will be there for you when there are highs and when there are lows. And again, I'm sure those nights when the essay was late or you were feeling a bit grumpy because you were so tired, the cups of tea, the odd loans of money and the love and support you got are very, very valuable to you. And if I have something to ask you, it's in the future that you give these wonderful people here who have given you so much the gift of your time in the future. And not only that, that you get to your feet today and show them just how much you love and appreciate everything they have done to you so far. I now close this session for the award of distinctions, and in doing so can I warmly invite you to join us in the Brough Hall for our reception. Many congratulations to you all.